Also, invoke Allah for protection and discernment. Regular prayer and supplication for guidance can help you develop an intuition for discerning truth from falsehood. Making dua for clarity and protection from deception is a practice that strengthens your reliance on Allah and enhances your ability to navigate complex social interactions. Lesson 3. Observe consistency in behavior. Have you ever noticed someone's actions not aligning with their words or observed drastic changes in behavior based on the situation or the people involved? Islam teaches the importance of consistency in behavior as a sign of integrity and faithfulness. This lesson explores how observing the consistency in someone's behavior can help you recognize genuine character and avoid those who may harbor envy or deceit. Consistency is key in establishing trust. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, emphasized that the believers whose actions and words are in harmony are those who are truly guided. When evaluating relationships or assessing new acquaintances, consider, do this person's actions match their words over time? Are their ethical standards maintained regardless of the situation? One Islamic principle that highlights the importance of consistent behavior comes from the Hadith. The most beloved of deeds to Allah are those that are most consistent, even if it is small. Consistency in doing good and adhering to one's principles, especially when no one is watching, is a strong indicator of a person's true character. To protect yourself from those who might not be genuine, watch for patterns of behavior that change dramatically depending on the audience or context. This could manifest as someone being exceptionally charming or agreeable in public while being dismissive or harsh in private. Such discrepancies often point to a person managing impressions rather than embodying true virtues. Moreover, consistency in adherence to Islamic practices and teachings can also be a good measure of someone's sincerity. Observe if their commitment to prayer, honesty, and community obligations fluctuates or remains steady through different phases of life. While everyone may struggle or have ups and downs, a pattern of convenient religiosity can sometimes indicate deeper inconsistencies. It's also beneficial to reflect on your own behavior in this context. Strive for consistency in your actions and interactions. Being steady and reliable not only enhances your character in the eyes of Allah, but also sets a standard in your relationships. Engage in discussions about the value of consistency at home, in mosques, and in the community. Teaching young Muslims the importance of consistent behavior in small matters prepares them for handling bigger responsibilities with integrity as they grow. Additionally, make dua for steadfastness in your faith and conduct. Regularly seeking Allah's guidance to remain consistent in your behavior helps strengthen your resolve and serves as a safeguard against hypocrisy. Lesson 4. Reflect on their relationships with others. Do you ever observe how someone treats different people in various circumstances? Islamic teachings emphasize that one's character can often be judged by how they treat others, especially those from whom they have little to gain. This lesson encourages you to reflect on the consistency and kindness in someone's interactions across different relationships as a measure of their sincerity and integrity. Start by observing how individuals treat those in positions of less power or those who can offer them nothing in return. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said, "The best of you are those who are best to their families, and I am the best to my family." Treatment of family members, subordinates at work, or service staff can be very telling about a person's true character. Consider their behavior in different social settings and groups. Does the person show the same level of respect and kindness to friends, colleagues, and strangers alike? Or do you notice a stark difference in how they treat people based on their perceived social status or the benefit they can provide? Inconsistencies here can indicate superficiality and opportunism, traits often linked to envy and deceit. Look at how they talk about others in their absence. The Qur'an warns against backbiting and slander, which are considered major sins. If someone frequently speaks ill of others behind their backs, it may reflect their propensity for envy and falsehood. Reflect on Surah Al-Hujurat, where Allah instructs, "And spy not, neither backbite one another." Also, observe how this person reacts to the good news or success of others. Do they show genuine happiness and encouragement, or is their support lukewarm or even tinged with subtle negativity? Genuine well-wishing is a sign of a secure and sincere individual, whereas envy may manifest as indifference or fake congratulations. To further understand the dynamics of someone's relationships, look at the longevity and depth of their friendships and partnerships. Relationships that have stood the test of time and are characterized by mutual respect, support, and understanding suggest a person of good character and sincerity. Engage in conversations with this person about their views on friendship and relationships. Their responses can give you insights into their values and how deeply they understand and practice Islamic principles in their interactions. Lastly, make dua for discernment and wisdom in your relationships. Regularly ask Allah to guide you to recognize sincerity and to surround yourself with people who embody Islamic virtues. This spiritual practice not only enhances your judgment, but also aligns your relationships with your faith. Lesson 5. Seek the guidance of the Qur'an and Sunnah. Have you wondered how to discern the true character of those around you, or how to navigate complex social interactions with wisdom? The Qur'an and the Sunnah of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, provide profound guidance on understanding human behaviors and fostering righteous relationships. This lesson emphasizes the importance of turning to Islamic teachings as a compass for recognizing envy and falsehood, and for cultivating relationships that are pleasing to Allah. Begin by regularly studying the Qur'an and the Hadiths, which are replete with advice on how to deal with people of various temperaments and intentions. For instance, the Qur'an says, "O you who have believed, avoid much negative assumption. Indeed, some assumption is sin, and do not spy or backbite each other." This verse reminds us of the dangers of baseless suspicions and gossip, which can stem from or lead to envy and falsehood. Reflect on the examples of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, and his dealings with people. He was known for his impeccable character, always treating others with fairness and kindness. Even in the face of envy and deceit, the Sunnah shows us how to maintain integrity and trustworthiness, and offers practical steps for dealing with conflicts and misunderstandings. Implement the teachings from the Qur'an and Sunnah in your daily interactions. When you face situations where someone's behavior may seem driven by envy or deceit, recall relevant verses or hadiths that can guide your response. For instance, when dealing with envy, the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, recommended seeking refuge in Allah from the evil of the envious and reciting Surah Al-Falaq. Engage with scholars and knowledgeable members of your community to gain deeper insights into the Islamic perspective on human behavior. Attending study circles, lectures, or workshops on Islamic ethics can enhance your understanding and help you apply these principles more effectively. Practice reflection and prayer in your quest for wisdom. Regular istikhara, guidance prayer, can be invaluable when making decisions about forming or continuing relationships that may be affected by underlying negative traits like envy or deceit. Share your learnings and experiences with family and friends. This not only strengthens your understanding, but also helps create a community that values and upholds Islamic teachings and social interactions. By seeking guidance from the Qur'an and Sunnah, we can equip ourselves with the knowledge to discern the truth about those around us and to foster relationships based on sincerity and mutual respect. This adherence to divine guidance not only protects us from harm, but also enriches our social and spiritual life, aligning it with the righteous path that leads to Allah's pleasure. Lesson 6. Maintain good company. Do you ever reflect on how the company you keep influences your thoughts, actions, and overall character? Islam places significant emphasis on the importance of surrounding oneself with righteous and virtuous individuals. This lesson underscores the prophetic wisdom that one's religion is that of their closest friends, highlighting the profound impact that companions can have on one's spiritual and moral well-being. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, advised, "A man follows the religion of his friend, so each one should consider whom he makes his friend." Start by assessing your circle of friends and acquaintances. Are these individuals who uplift you, encourage you to do good, and remind you of Allah, or do their interactions and behaviors steer you towards negativity or sin? Reflect on the characteristics of the people you spend the most time with. The Qur'an describes the believers as those who are truthful, patient, persevering, humble, charitable, and who restrain their anger and pardon people. Surah Al-Imran. Do your friends embody these traits? If not, it may be time to seek out those who do, as their good qualities can influence and inspire you to improve. Engage actively in community activities where you can meet like. Lesson 7. Make dua for protection. Have you ever felt overwhelmed by the negativity of others, or found yourself in situations where you were against malicious intentions or envy from those around you? In Islam, turning to Allah for protection through dua, supplication, is a powerful tool for safeguarding oneself against harm, including the ill will of others. This final lesson highlights the importance of consistently seeking Allah's help and protection from the harmful traits of envy and deceit. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, often sought refuge in Allah from various forms of harm, teaching us specific du'as for protection against envy, such as, "I seek refuge in the perfect words of Allah from the evil of what He has created," which he would recite 3 times in the morning and evening. Additionally, Surah Al-Falaq and Surah An-Nas are profound sources of protection, specifically addressing the evils of envy and malice. Begin by incorporating these du'as into your daily routine, especially at times of vulnerability, such as early morning, late evening, and before entering potentially harmful situations. Reciting these prayers regularly not only invokes Allah's protection, but also strengthens your spiritual resilience against the trials posed by envious or deceitful individuals. Also, make it a habit to ask Allah for discernment and wisdom in understanding people's true intentions. A dua such as, "O Allah, show me things as they truly are," can be invaluable in helping you navigate complex social dynamics and protect yourself from being misled or harmed. Encourage others around you to also make dua for protection. Sharing these prayers within your family and community can foster a collective sense of security and spiritual support. Teaching children and young adults about the power of supplication helps them develop their own relationship with Allah and equips them with spiritual tools to face life's challenges. Finally, recognize and appreciate the power of dua in transforming your state of mind and heart. Invoking Allah's protection helps cultivate a sense of peace and trust in His plan, reducing fear and anxiety about the actions of others. It reinforces your reliance on Allah, the ultimate protector, who is aware of all that hearts conceal. Conclusion: navigating life with wisdom and protection. You not only learn to identify harmful traits in others, but also strengthen your own character and resilience. Islam teaches us not only to protect ourselves from negative influences, but also to foster qualities that promote positive and healthy relationships. The guidance from our faith encourages us to approach interactions with wisdom, armed with both preventative measures and proactive strategies for building a community based on trust and sincerity. Remember, the journey of implementing these lessons is continuous and requires patience, vigilance, and constant reliance on Allah. Encourage and engage yourself to revisit these teachings regularly. Assess your interactions through the lens of Islamic guidance and adjust your behaviors to align more closely with the principles of our faith. If you found these insights valuable, please support our channel by subscribing, liking, and sharing your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Your engagement helps us continue to provide content that enriches lives and fosters meaningful discussions about living Islam authentically. Thank you for joining me in this important exploration of how to recognize and respond to envy and falsehood. Let's continue to strive for personal growth and community well-being, guided by the timeless wisdom of Islam and the example of our beloved Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. Here's to living a life of spiritual fulfillment and social harmony, equipped with the knowledge to protect ourselves and nurture genuine connections.